And I know that we all have an idea in our minds of what trust is, but sometimes it's hard to articulate. So what I'd like you to do first is think of one person, it can be in your professional life or your personal life, who you really trust, and get a picture of that person in your head. And then once you think of who that person is, I'd like you to think of 3 characteristics that make that person trustworthy. What is it about that person that makes them worthy of your trust? And I'm going to give you 1 minute to think about that.
Characteristics about them.
Yes, if you had to describe them, what would you use to describe that person to show that they are worthy of your trust? When you think of them, what do you think of in terms of trust? I'm going to give you each 3 sticky notes, and I would like you to write on the notes the 3 characteristics or phrases or words that you thought of to describe your person. And then we're going to go around and share these ideas.
One word's okay, right?
1 word is great. If you need a phrase, that's okay too.
Sorry.
We know where our wordsmith is now.
I'm really not. I'm more than that person.
Okay, last to finish, first to share. So what'd you come up with, Bailey?
I said that they always have my back in every situation.
Okay, so what are some other words that we could use to describe that? Always having your back in any situation. All right, that's good. So we'll combine any ideas that we have that go together. So the person should be supportive. All right, what else did you have?
I said they always want what's best for me.
They always want what's best for me. Did anybody else have something similar to that? Okay.
Caring.
All right. Well, for this then, we'll do best interests, because they hold your best interests. And then what was your next one? They cared?
Yeah, they show that they care about me by their actions.
Okay, that's good. Not just their words, but their actions. They show that they care. Caring and caring. I think that's interesting. We'll put a circle around those. I think that's going to be pretty important to our group, isn't it? All right, Katie, what did you have that was different?
Honest.
Honest, okay? So honesty. And then Corey, what did you have that was different?
I had doesn't judge.
I like that, that's good. It's hard to write on the chart propped up. And what was
consistent.
consistent?
Follow
That's
through on what
interesting.
they say.
Well, tell me what you mean by that.
Just they will follow through on what they say they're going to do.
I like that. I do think it's interesting that you all came up with caring. So looking at these things, I do agree with you. These things are all good words to describe trust, especially when working in a group. And it looks like caring is definitely going to be important to our list. But look at these others: supportive, honesty, having the person's best interests in mind, and being consistent and not judging. How can we take these qualities and turn these into things that we might want to practice among ourselves to indicate trustworthiness with one another? Is there a certain one of these that you don't agree on as a group? Is there anything that we want to add to, elaborate on?
I agree with all of them.
I
I think we
think
should do all of them.
Okay. Are there other things that we didn't think of that we think we should do to demonstrate trustworthiness?
also wrote helpful now,
Okay,
but I think
What
that kind of goes with
so if you'd had a fourth choice, it would have been helpful. What do y'all think about helpful? You like helpful? Okay, then we'll add that. Anything else? All right, then I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna work from this. I'll give it to you guys to have on the table to refer to while we finish this up. And what I have next to show you is a quote about trust from Stephen Covey. Do you know who Stephen Covey is? Teacher, author, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Okay,
He
so
made a teacher book too.
yes, he's made many books, and yes, at his heart, he says he is truly a teacher. So he says that trust is the glue of life. It's the most essential ingredient in effective communication, and it's the foundational principle that holds all relationships. And I chose that because I thought that was really powerful for the type of group that we are, trying to work together for kids' best interests too. So let's take what we have on our worksheet and make it a little bit more formal, and I'm going to take this down where I can actually write a little neater, and then we'll use this list to post here in our group meeting room so that in the future we can have that to refer to and kind of keep ourselves in check and make sure that we're meeting our obligations to one another. And if we decide at a later date that there are other things that we want to add, then we'll have it there so we can add, okay? So work from the worksheet, and you guys tell me how to write this up for you, for us, so that we can make, I can do it in bullet form if you want to. How about that? We'll just
Like
do
we
bullets.
will be.
We can do that. You want to do we will? Or do you want to just list them in bullets? You want to, how do you want to do them?
What's the thing that we want to do to be trustworthy ourselves?
Here's an idea. Here's the tablet. Y'all write. And I'll hold this for reference. So basically, this is messy and it's our worksheet and it's a good launching pad, but we want to actually have something that we can turn into a reference
I don't really
material.
want to use that orange.
Oh, I
You know
know.
what?
I know.
She's
We
writing
have
now.
blue and green too. So when it's your turn to write, Katie, you can have different color. All right, so how do we want to do it? What's trust mean to our group?
I would think, yeah, like we will be, or
Okay.
we will be, and then do bullets.
Okay. Supported.
So bullets now.
Yes.
Honest.
Caring.
Mhm.
We should be caring to all, not just each other.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm gonna start since y'all wrote it.
That's true. It might need some extra special attention.
Stars.
I see helpful and consistent.
And non-judgmental.
That's a way to phrase it, yes.
Is that a hyphen?
Yes.
Non.
Judgmental. And basically,
Not.
you can leave the E out. And basically, you know, that could just mean that you're willing to listen to each other's ideas and
Right.
hear them all before you weigh in on any of them.
And maybe we, instead of a bullet, like at the crossbar, while keeping best interests at heart.
Ooh, I like that.
So maybe in a different color.
Yeah. 85 bits are different color.
Like across the bottom, like while keeping best interests at heart.
Just turn that into an E that touches the L. See?
While keeping.
Best interests at heart.
And then we'll just go around there. Or at and hard.
Oh, I like that.
There you go. All right. Now this is not sticky paper, so I'm going to ask Bailey if you will grab the tape. And because you may have to stand in a chair to get it high enough, and you're the young coach you want. All right, so while she finishes that up, I think this will be good for us to look at and refer to while we work. I think we all naturally do these things when we're on our best days, but sometimes when we're at our worst, we don't necessarily remember to. So this will help us keep each other in check. And next time that we get together, we'll talk about developing some norms for our group, for the way, I think norms for our group for the way that we want to operate going forward. Good. Kill it.